The Australian government announced commercial television and radio broadcasters like Channel 9, Channel 7 and Channel 10, just to name a few, in return for reporting more exclusively on COVID-19, they would receive 100% tax rebates for 12 months on their commercial broadcasting. The rebate provided the commercial broadcasting sector with $41 million in tax relief. But this didn't happen with the smaller independent journalists covering all angles of the COVID agenda. Ping program, known as a public interest news gathering, received another $50 million. This program aimed to support high-quality news in regional and remote areas of Australia. So, why has there been such a scanty and filtered scope on effective alternative COVID treatments, as well as positive ways to increase our immunity and well-being? Instead, these commercial channels have sensationalized and inflamed focus on fear-mongering propaganda. Commercial platforms have conveniently indoctrinated one narrative of COVID-19: fear of COVID, fear of each other, and to top it all off, promoting a trial vaccine program that worldwide is clearly headed in a very different direction to what was initially planned and promised. Commercial platforms have not only neglected to keep the Australian population well informed, but the government has financially rewarded them from doing so. The government encouraged our commercial channels to reduce the broadcasting time for things like documentaries and children's learning program in place of fear-based propaganda. If you don't believe this, you can access all of this information on the .gov.au website, who, the World Health Organization, said there are no shortcuts and no silver bullets. The answer is a comprehensive approach using every tool in the toolbox. But for the past 12 months, our government and the media have been drilling us with such silver bullet statements like, the return to normal life will be possible once we get a vaccine. You will gain all of your freedom when you are vaccinated. The non-vaccinated are responsible for the continuation of this pandemic. But no real-world study has provided the slightest evidence to support this pro-vaccine injection marketing propaganda. And what happened to broadcasting the very successful early treatments for COVID-19? The failure of pseudo-vaccines is all the more evident now that cheap early treatments have proven time and time again to be safe and effective. Where has this high-quality news been on Australian commercial television or radio? Nowhere.